1, 0. Ignition, liftoff, Semper Fi, aim high.
Read the United States Constitution, and here's what it makes clear. All the power, not some of the power, all of the power belongs to the people. This is our country. We tell government what they can and cannot do. They do not control the people. This is our country. We're going to take it back. We're circling the walls of Jericho. People are praying in this country. We're circling the walls of Jericho. And God Almighty's going to tear the walls down, and we're going to take America back again. You watch it happen. You watch it happen. You send that message to Bill Barr at the Justice Department. Do your job. You work for us, Attorney General Barr. Do your job. You tell the director of the FBI, do your damn job. You work for us. Investigate this fraud. And tell the director of the Central Intelligence Agency, get out of our country. You don't spy on Americans. You're not going to ever do it again in America. Thank God for Donald Trump. God Almighty created every one of us, and He created Donald Trump, and He gave him a task to fulfill in his life, and that was to be President of the United States in 2020, and he's going to be President of the United States for 4 more years. Watch it happen. The people will not allow it to be taken away from them, and neither will Almighty God. God's going to save this country, and He's going to use every one of you to do it. He's going to fill you with the spirit of King David the warrior. We are the rock. The people are the rock, and we're going to slay Goliath, the communists, the liberals, the phonies. Joe Biden will never set foot in the Oval Office of this country. It will not happen on our watch. Never going to happen. Come up here, Vernon Jones, a great American. Vernon, come up here. God bless Vernon Jones. Bring it up, Vernon. Yeah, baby.
Hello, America. Hello, Georgia. Are you fired up? I am too. This is a hell of a day. I need someone to help me just for a minute. I see Daniel Boone Jr. in the house. Come up here and hold my flag. He has a Daniel Boone hat on. I want him to come up. He's a little shy. You'll do it. Come on. Is he going to come up? Daniel Boone. You know about Daniel Boone. I'm going to get it just a second. Thank you. I love this country. And I love Georgia. I'm Vernon Jones. I'm a member of the Georgia House of Representatives. And I took an oath to serve and protect not only the Constitution, but the people of the state of Georgia. And I'm not backing down. I'm here as an elected official. It's my obligation and my duty to get your questions answered. I am too in support and calling for a special session in the Georgia General Assembly. This is not a third world country. This is the United States of America. And I'm not just doing it for Republicans, I'm doing it for Democrats, I'm doing it for every single person who lives in the state of Georgia. This is not partisan. We are America. And you deserve it. You elect 180 members of the House, and you elect another 56 state senators. We should, the Constitution gave us the authority to set all the rules and regulations as it relates to state law for elections, not the Secretary of State. We should have that oversight. And that's why we need to have a special session so we can look at what Raffensperger did and his agreements with Stacey Abrams and that crowd, which is not a fair fight, that's an unfair fight. We're standing up not only for black voters, but white voters and Democratic voters and Republican voters and libertarians. We're standing up for everybody. They all should be on this stage. They all should be on this stage. And I'm like you. I don't want to see my country go any further left. As a matter of fact, let's put it in reverse and back it up. That's why I'm supporting Senator David Perdue and Senator Kelly Loeffler, and I'll tell you why. Some have talked about staying home. I think about Dr. King. I think about all those folks who fought in the movement. They were kicked and they were beat, and some of them were even killed just to be able to go and vote. Dr. King was standing up for you then too. It's your country. You hire the politicians, they don't hire you. You have to come out. And I'm going to tell you why. Georgia has a history of going into battle. Georgia has a history of fighting. We're going to take this back to George Washington, General Patton. We're going to fight for this country, and we're going to hold the line like America has held the line in every war we've ever been in. Georgia is the battleground state. It's Georgia. Hold the line. 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 Peace out, America.
Vernon Jones. Now, I love Vernon Jones. Vernon Jones are more alike than we are different. But I'm going to disagree with Vernon Jones. Where's Kelly Loeffler here? Where's David Perdue? He ought to be standing right here. Those two people want your vote, then they ought to tell you what we're telling Brian Kemp. Get a special session of the legislature now. Do not be fooled twice. This is Georgia. We ain't dumb. We're not going to go vote on January 5th in another machine made by China. You're not going to fool Georgians again. If Kelly Loeffler wants your vote, if David Perdue wants your vote, they've got to earn it. They've got to demand publicly, repeatedly, consistently, Brian Kemp call a special session of the Georgia legislature, and if they do not do it, if Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue do not do it, they have not earned your vote. Don't you give it to them. Why would you go back and vote in another rigged election? For God's sakes, fix it. You gotta fix it before we'll do it again. They've already got 800,000 absentee ballots. They're printing them out over there in China, sending them over here, stamping them with a computer, signing the names. They stole this election from Doug Collins. Doug needs to stand up and fight too. There needs to be the electors chosen from the state of Georgia at a special session of the legislature to vote for Donald J. Trump. That's who Georgia wants to be president. That's who we the people voted for. And then give us a election on January the 5th. An entire down ballot vote that's fair, that's honest, where nobody can cheat us again. So the message needs to be sent. If they care about we the people, they'll support we the people. Remember, they don't have the power. They just have the name senator in front of their names because you gave it to them. Excuse me, Brian Kemp gave it to Kelly Loeffler, not the people. I voted Democrat, I voted Republican. I try to vote sometimes for the lesser of the two evils. That's what happened when I voted for Brian Kemp over Stacey Abrams. He'll never get my vote again. He's not going to get your vote again either, is he? Brian Kemp needs to go back down and get his shotgun and go shoot quail and dove and let the people run this state of Georgia. Get out of the damn Oval. Get out of the mansion. You don't deserve to be there, Brian Kemp. Get out of the basement. And take Brad Raffensperger with you. And take Jeffrey Duncan with you too. Y'all all go out on a quail shoot and leave Georgia alone because you're not doing the people's will. Maybe it's time to look beyond the Democrats and the Republicans. Maybe it's time for there to be a party of the people. Maybe there's time for it to be a party of American patriots, because I see American patriots everywhere. And American patriots love America. We're not going to be taken over by the Chinese. If you take the China money, go to China. Don't stuff your pockets with Chinese money when we buy Dominion, or you buy the COVID equipment from the people that sent the virus over here. You don't buy bullets from the enemy. Tell that to Brian Kemp, because that's what he did. Now, Sidney Powell and I want to try to answer your questions. That's Sidney Powell. How about Sidney Powell and Mike Flynn in 2024? He'll fight for America because he'll fight like a Flynn. I told you I'm not partisan. Vernon Jones for governor. Vernon will fight like a Flynn. How about some good, solid, hard-working American patriot out of the crowd of people I see here today? Run for governor. Take back your state. I support Donald Trump because he loves the people. I spoke with him the other day. He called me. I want you to know one thing that he told me. He knows he won this election. He said, if I lost this election fair and square, I would concede. But he said, Lin, I didn't lose it. I won it. And he said to me, with the conviction of the President of the United States of America, I will never concede. Don't you ever concede, Mr. President. You won this election. America voted for you. Stay in the White House. I'm not here. When you get out front like this, sometimes people say you're trying to make money. I don't want your money. God's given me enough, and enough is enough. But I will tell you to support my foundation. #FightBack. I formed it 5 months ago to defend and preserve and protect the Constitution and our rights. And I'm going to do it. You don't have to vote for me. You don't have to give me any money, but go to #fightback.law, and look at what we're trying to do and help us. Now, I want to tell you a personal story, if you don't mind. I was 16 years old. I'm going to tell this story first. That bus, Mr. Hamilton brought over 1,000 people here today. Give him a hand, give him a round of applause. I was 16 years old. My mother died, went to the morgue, and my father went to prison. I didn't have one thin dime in my pocket. But I took the talent that God gave me, and I had the fighting spirit to make it. But in any other country in the world, I would not have made it. I made it because I was born in America, and America gave me the opportunity to succeed in my life. And that's why I love America, and that's why I'm going to fight for America, and that's why you're going to fight for America. This is our country. Don't let anybody take it away from us. It's 1776. This is our battle. This is our fight. This is for our freedom. 1776 is back. Send a message from Georgia, the battleground state of Georgia. The battle starts here today at Wills Park, in this land, in this place, with these people. We're going to take our country back again. It's 1776. God bless you, and God bless America.
God bless America, Georgia! The energy in this place is electric. And the reason it is because what the left doesn't seem to understand is that we love this country so much so that we will fight for this country. So much so. They made the mistake of thinking that we were just going to roll over and take it, that we were going to let them seal this election, that we were going to let them make Joe Biden president of these United States. Not in my America. No. They made the mistake of thinking that we were still the party of Mitt Romney, the party of John McCain, the party that didn't know how to fight. But what they don't realize now is that we are the party of Donald J. Trump. We are the party of fighters. We are the party of courageous people who will lay it all out on the field and fight for this nation, because if we don't fight for it, who will? America is the greatest nation in the world, but it is not great by accident. It's great by the continued activism of bold Americans like yourself, who see that America, while it is great, it takes work for it to be great. Freedom just doesn't exist, it's preserved. Liberty just wasn't created, it was brought into action by patriots who had the courage to go out and fight for something they believed in. That is why we are here today, because America is so great that I'm going to fight for it. You will too. You will too.
God bless you. Thank you. If you'll help us do this, because unlike Brian Kemp and Brad Raffensperger, we're going to answer your questions. So what I'm going to ask you to do, and we've got to do it in a very orderly fashion, please. If you can come around to the bus, and we'll get a line here, and we'll pull you up here. You can ask your question, and Sidney Powell or I, probably Sidney, she's the smart one. We'll give you the answers. We'll tell you the truth. So, If anybody has a question, if you can kind of make your way around here, I'll catch some on the front row. Before I do that, there's a lot of people that have not been on the stage today. Their names have not been mentioned. I could call out some people on my staff, Kimberly Bennett, Bob Salban. There's a host of people that love this country. Members of the staff, Brian Castleberry, Jake. We've had so many people help us. I've had tens of thousands of emails sent to me telling me how they got cheated, offering to help. People love this country. And I want to thank every one of them. Even if they're not named, they know who they are. And God bless them. Anybody on the... If you'll try to give your question to us clearly, shortly, and succinctly. Here we go. Come on up. Y'all help her up. This is the people's stage. You may. Why don't you tell us who you are and ask your question?
Ann Walsh, and my question is, first of all, Sidney, you're my hero.
She's everybody's hero.
I'll tell her that. Well, I had the chance. What should we say? Give us some responses to give to friends or loved ones who think we're crazy. I'm keeping the faith. I ingest the news that I choose to ingest, and I see that justice should prevail, but we have a lot of people who are discouraged, and so they've some of them have given up. But what should we say to them other than that we still believe?
I'm going to let Sidney answer that, but I'm going to tell you quickly what I tell them. You tell them that only one perfect man walked on the face of this earth, and they said he was crazy too, but he wasn't crazy. He was Jesus Christ. Tell them they said the same thing about Jesus. Sidney?
You know, these are very difficult times. Some of us have lost good friends, and family members have gone a different way over the fact that we are insisting on the truth. It's just extremely difficult. The press, the mainstream press, is effectively brainwashing people. I think the best way to try to approach it is to have a calm, factual conversation. But at the same time, we have to realize that the power of the media to lie is so overwhelming that it's very hard for some people who won't go to original source material or really be open to the facts to confront the reality that's really in front of them. Yeah, digital soldiers. Yep. General Flynn's digital soldiers have been a huge help in bringing us the truth. So there are lots of people you can follow on Twitter, but in terms of, those personal relationships that we've all lost, other than trying to keep loving them and reaching out to them with the truth and maintaining that consistency, I don't know. There's no easy answer for that.
The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweighed the dangers which are cited to justify it.